And only you should have to hit live, right? Okay, there it is.
Good. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
Welcome.
everybody. Beautiful Tuesday morning here.
It is. Welcome to the show. It's MK Ultra and Sheila Aliens. And it's another random show.
This time we're trying it out in the morning time, seeing if we can do a little morning show for y'all with some breaking news that I find quite shocking.
Oh, let's see.
Let me bring it on up. RFK Jr. blames CIA for the JFK assassination. Let's take a listen.
Former President John F. Kennedy back on November 22nd, 1963.
There's a 60-year cover-up. The Warren Commission was run by Allen Dulles, who was the head of the CIA, who my uncle fired. Congress found that, it was a plot. It was a conspiracy. There were multiple people involved.
RFK Jr. adding there is overwhelming evidence that the CIA was involved in this murder. I think it's beyond a reasonable doubt at this point. The CIA, of course, calls claims the agency was involved in the assassination of JFK a lie. Now, Kennedy is citing James Douglas's book, JFK and the Unspeakable, as having the most evidence. Tonight, RFK Jr. calling
Can we pause
on
it for a
Biden
moment?
to release all the
Absolutely.
time.
That's like big, right?
Indeed. We just got to pause it because Fox will
Yeah.
But when did
I
he
hate when they add the. He also said instead of just showing him saying it.
I know. Did he? Oh, yeah, because he did say it on Fox. The actual
Yeah, and
show.
this was kind of a quick little stream thing we brought up, but that's pretty big news.
But how would he know? Like, I know he's related to him, but how would he have information on that?
Well, he has been. I think he was a civil rights attorney. I think is what he normally is. But that's where I guess that's the question is how would he know above anybody else? But his father was also assassinated by a Sirhan Sirhan. Did you ever hear about that one?
No, sir. The same guy?
No. So JFK, he was of course allegedly, on the books, assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh,
Then
right.
his brother was Robert F. Kennedy, who was, I believe, his secretary of something. But his brother was in there. Who was he? But anyway, his dad, Robert F. Kennedy, he then ran for president, and he was shot in the kitchen of the Hollywood Hotel by a cook named Sirhan Sirhan, who claims he doesn't remember even doing it. He said he remembered going to work, and next thing you know is he blacked out, and then he was being arrested for shooting RFK,
I
who
remember
died.
that. Yeah, he looked like he was on drugs or something. His pupils were like, oh, he's.
Yeah, one of the odd things about it was that people said that he wasn't a political person at all. He didn't have any type of staunch beliefs or anything. He was just pretty much a normal dude, and that's where the conspiracies come in. That this was some sort of brainwashing MK Ultra.
I know Ethan Van Sciver is obsessed with JFK and his assassination. I wonder if you heard about this. So this guy recently.
I really think it's the water breaking moment of everything. I think once that happened, I think everything in the government changed from there on in.
Yeah, super shady. COINTELPRO.
And now my natural instincts is, as a Kennedy, if you're going after the CIA, that usually doesn't end well. From the last two people, from the last two that tried to do that.
Not counting the one that died in the airplane crash, right?
That was John F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah, that was another weird situation where his plane just fell out of the sky.
Yep.
Going to wherever it was, Nantucket or the Hamptons, I believe it was. And it was one of those weird situations too, where George W. Bush, who would have been running against him if JFK Jr. would have ran, just happened to be in that same area at the time at the airport. And there was a conspiracy, because there's another conspiracy that George Bush Sr. Was involved in the JFK assassination. So there was kind of a father to son killing the other father to son conspiracy.
So it's not the Clintons for once.
For once, it wasn't the Clintons on this one.
Yeah, Al Bundy says Ethan Van Sciver believes the official story. Yeah, he did come out and say that, but he's still obsessed with the whole situation. So I don't know if he's heard this. Was this recently that this family member came and said that on Fox?
Yeah, this was just today, or last night. I think he made these statements. He's currently Robert F. Kennedy's running for president, or running for nomination to run for president of the Democratic Party. So I found this interesting. I wonder if it's interesting to say when you're still kind of starting out in your campaign.
wonder if we can find just the footage of him saying it without them like filtering it for us.
I can look real quick.
Further. Oh yeah, here it is.
Let me go take a little gander real quick and see if I can find something.
Okay.
The raw footage of it.
I think I might have found it, but yeah, there's a commercial ahead of it. We'll see.
So did you sleep well, Sheila?
I did. Did you?
I did. I slept all right. I passed out quick. I'm not gonna lie. Even though like I eat pretty well during the day, like last night I had a big old slice of cake that I made, and then I went into like a coma right afterwards.
You made a cake.
I made a cake the other day because I had some spare icing left over from some brownies I made. So
I remember the brownies. That's wild. Check in the private chat. Wait, where's my private chat window? Did we not get one of those anymore? Wait, here it is. They moved it.
I kind of a recent clip of it.
Click, or go to the private chat. Well, I guess I could show it.
You go to the private chat? Do I have a private chat? Oh, there it is.
Sorry, I'm acting like you're hosting, but I'm supposed to be hosting. I'm being lazy.
Okay, so we have to pause this one a lot, right? Because it is a.
It's like 10 minutes long. I think it's just him talking though. So let's just go ahead and show it.
No, I got a. There's probably gonna be ads on this.
Yep, it's like a 20-second ad or something like that. It's okay.
Oh, I'm about to bring it up.
No problem. Yeah, I think it's just him talking.
Oh, no, it's...
Or I can bring it up because I already sat through the ad.
Yeah, bring it up because it's doing a bunch of. It's like, oh, there's a mini player. This video is playing in one picture-in-picture. I remember when I was a kid, we got a big screen TV and it had that mode where you could watch two channels at the same time with a little mini picture. Thought that was the coolest thing. One of those big like rear projection big screens. Those.
Yep. PIP, picture-in-picture.
Hey, Stone Ape Adventures in the chat. Welcome. Bane Mullen.
Hello, everybody. Let's see.
All right, Hannity, hot seat time. Nightmare new numbers for Joe Biden with an unexpected challenge.
Wait a second here.
From inside his
I think it might have changed video. Oh, no, it didn't.
Poll shows nearly overwhelming.
They're definitely involved in the murder. And
Of his
I don't know why he talks like that, RFK. I want to know what that's a. That how he's always talked. He sounds very labored in his way of speaking.
I would, if he's not just currently sick, if maybe it's throat damage from cancer or smoker. I don't know.
Yeah, because it sounds almost like
John F.
I don't know. He sounds weird when he's talking.
I know. I've never heard him talk before, so I don't know what's normal for him.
Oh well.
Do you believe they murdered or were involved in the murder of your uncle? What have you come to
the
personally?
CIA, yes, they were definitely involved in the murder, and the 60-year cover-up. They're still not releasing the papers that legally they have to release. But I don't think there's any doubt if you look at this huge, monumental mountain of evidence and confessions, and so many people have confessed to their involvement.
Interesting.
Really?
Kennedy Jr. joins us now. Great to
Have they? I wonder who has confessed. I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard about that. That's interesting.
Is he selling a book or something?
No, like you said, he's running for nomination to be emperor of the Democrats or whatever is happening over there.
No, he's a Democrat?
Oh, yeah, Kennedy. Yeah. All the Kennedys are Democrats. Even that Maria Shriver, when she was married to the governor, she was a Democrat.
And he's over here conspiracizing on Fox News? How's that going to work for him?
Not only that, but like getting himself in an interesting position. I'm curious how this is going to play out.
He's like, just come over to this side, dude.
Because historically, it doesn't play out well for the Kennedys when they do this.
Right? I don't know what he's thinking. This is not going to ingratiate him to the Democrats at all.
How are you, Sean? Good to be back.
Al Bundy says they won't let him win very soon. Yeah, I think so too. He's more of a like my dad's type of like Democrat. He's more the old school Democrat where he doesn't really put up with a lot of the nonsense. So yeah, I think they're going to do the Bernie thing with him where get everybody kind of in the party excited about him, then phase him out.
I think they're going to be like, oh, he's a conspiracy theorist and he was platformed on Fox News or whatever.
Oh yeah, I would be curious to see what the response is of him being on Fox News, honestly.
Interesting.
Beyond any reasonable doubt that the CIA was involved in the killing of your uncle, a U.S. president. What is the evidence?
Well, there's millions of pages of documents, of CIA documents, of transcripts, of recorded conversations from the Cuban embassy in Mexico City. From it's hard to summarize the evidence. There are, as I said in that podcast, there are confessions of people who were directly involved in the plot, who were involved in the planning of the plot, who were peripheral to the plot.
He's not wrong on any of this. Like, there's a lot of evidence that would suggest that this was a much wider conspiracy. I think you muted.
Sorry, I was saying I wonder what podcast. I wonder what podcast that was, because that's probably more interesting to listen to. Well, not right now, but if anybody wants to go look it up, he was on a podcast recently. They showed it at the beginning for a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it.
I'll keep my eye on this one. This is an interesting one. Let's see how this plays out.
Yep. You want me to keep playing it?
Yeah.
And I wonder about these documents. I hope he has them compiled and available somewhere.
Real quick before we start playing, Stone Ape says family is against him running. Is it for his safety? I would imagine, not necessarily politically.
Well, and their safety of the extended family too.
Yes, because once again, the Kennedys always had like a weird situation with politics, where like with Ted, he of course, I can't ever say that name of that. He drove off the bridge. Is it like Chattawittick or something like that? Chappaquiddick? I
don't know.
Did you ever hear about this?
I don't think so.
I guess it would have been his other uncle, Ted Kennedy, who was a senator to the day he died. You know, when he was a younger guy, he went to a bar or a restaurant bar thing, but hooked up with a waitress there, and he was really drunk. I can say this. I think this is all legal. This is what happened. He was really drunk, drove off a bridge with this woman in the car. He got out, and then he just went home. And then, like, the next morning, he called the cops and all that, and then he just got away with it. Like, he didn't never. I don't think he served any time whatsoever.
He let her die and drown.
Yeah, basically? He just dipped out. The car went over the bridge in the water, and he just got out.
What a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah. But then he always kind of like then ran with the rest of the pack, and politics wise, like he never kind of broke away and went against the system like the other Kennedys did. That's probably because they had some serious dirt on him, in my eyes, allegedly, in Minecraft world.
Right.
That's what I think would happen with that.
They've been calling him, Bane Mailer says they've been calling him a conspiracy theorist and anti-vax for decades.
See, I didn't know if he was anti vacation there.
I think he's running
like
for
during the COVID thing. Interesting.
He's not allowed to have his own thoughts on things. He's on the wrong.
Yeah, you can't think for yourself. Trust the pharmaceutical companies. They know what's best for you.
Yeah, I got part of one, and I can say don't do it. Yeah, it was not good.
There's a 60-year cover-up. The Warren Commission was run by Alan Dulles, who was the head of the CIA, who my uncle fired,
would have been before.
And then insinuated himself onto the Warren Commission and essentially ran the Warren Commission and kept this evidence from the Warren commissioners. By the way, when Congress 10 years later investigated the crime with much more evidence than the Warren Commission had at its disposal, Congress found that, it was a plot. It was a conspiracy. There were multiple people involved. And most of the people in that investigation believed that it was the CIA that was behind it, because the evidence was so overwhelming to them.
Yeah, because Mayo brought up, he's a lawyer who successfully sued the pharmaceutical companies for dangerous drugs. And that's the thing. I like Kennedy's, just I guess because what I grew up with. My dad was a big Kennedy supporter when he was around and all that. And so I don't have like any distaste for the Kennedys, except for maybe Ted, obviously. But yeah, I just don't see him. I don't see him getting him because he is such kind of a rebel for them.
On another note, I don't know if you want to move on to another topic, but
we can move on.
They have all these Mexicans at the border just waiting to cross over.
Prayers to RFK Jr. real quick before we move on.
Thoughts and prayers?
Thoughts and prayers. Good luck.
Yes. Good luck to you, dude. I mean,
stay out of the kitchen.
He's going about this the wrong way also. So, but here we go.
Ooh, is that a tent city?
It's a tent city of Mexicans. Oops. Hold on.
In America?
On the other side of the border, because they're waiting for some law to change, and then they will come over.
Nice. Well, the hiker in me can't wait to see what kind of tents they're using. I'll give them a quick review. I don't judge them on that.
Right on. Let me get this ad off the screen while it plays.
I do like them Cadillacs. I'll tell you what, they're looking good now. The sedans, not the crossovers. I can't stand a crossover. Yeah, that's ugly. Get out of here.
I wouldn't kick any of them out of my garage or whatever. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, what's this one?
This is the tent city.
Oh, the tent city. Okay.
Mexicans.
That lets the U.S. quickly expel migrants. So Texas is now putting up barbed wire, you can see it right there, and deploying hundreds of National Guardsmen. That is in addition to the 1,500 troops being sent by Biden that will do administrative duties.
So meanwhile, the White House says the president would veto a Republican border bill that's coming up for a vote.
I don't know. Rather than just watching mainstream news, I posted a video of this on Twitter. Let me just bring that up. It was actually somebody on the ground with the camera, like of the tent city.
Yeah, be a little more interesting.
I'd rather go with grassroots, real reporting on this kind of stuff.
Real quick, Al Bundy says in some UFO circles, one theory is that JFK was about to give the Russians the Roswell evidence. He wanted them to join them on a moon mission. Interesting.
Ooh.
That whole period there with the lunar missions is very interesting. There's a lot of stuff that could have happened in the back doors that I always thought was it's possible.
Yep.
Because there was a I don't know if it was a book or maybe it was a documentary called like The Actual Moon Conspiracy, which was that the moon race in and of itself is a conspiracy, that they were both kind of working somewhat hand in hand to boost their budgets by kind of, making this a competition, putting it on as a show.
People act like we only went to the moon and landed one time, but we landed 7 times, and there's video of each time. So I don't know. I think it happened. Here we go.
I put an asterisk next to it, but I think it happened. But I put a big old asterisk right after.
Me too, because there's a lot of weird, there's
a lot of weird stuff in there.
We only did for like 3 years. Yeah, we'll get on that some other time.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the tent city. These Mexicans, no offense to anybody who is Hispanic, but they're gonna, I guess they're ready to cross over here when Title 42 ends. And I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, is that what they're waiting for this Title 42 to end?
Like it's ending soon, and then look, and as you notice, they're not all Hispanic. They're just refugees of people from all over different countries that they could be terrorists for all we know.
Yeah, you can just wander in. You just walk in here from anywhere.
Yeah, if you make it to Mexico, then you're in. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
This was yesterday.
Wow.
Right?
Why don't they just make a town? Like they basically got the start of one.
Because they want to come to America because we have all the free.
Well, it's like, there's enough of you guys. You can start your own thing. I don't think anyone's going to stop you.
No, because they want all the free stuff and the stuff that the rights and the stuff that comes with being in America. If somebody's going to kill you, you call 911, they'll come save you or like help you out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't do that in Mexico.
So when's this Operation 42, Operation 666 happen? When does it drop and they all
That is a great question because I didn't look that far into it.
So they said early Mexico or South America. I think a little column A, a little column B. Because you can get down to South America almost anywhere and you can just walk up.
They're straight up like Somali or Africans in there over there.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of them, it's easier for them to get down into South America. Or even...
Yep. President Joe Biden, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. What is it? Created... Sorry, I'm reading something. I guess I could show it on screen here. I'm trying to figure out about this here.
Drug cartels are making billions off of these people. Yeah, totally. I'm sure they're the ones securing the transportation. They're running the joint. So
they're probably charging. Yeah, charging.
They're probably charging a lot of money.
For sure.
Interesting. Well, Oxygen wants us to get off of politics. And as we know, we always listen to chat.
Fine, because it's like my brain doesn't even process.
It's whatever. I just thought the conspiracy thing was interesting this morning when I saw that. I was like, okay, that might get spicy. Lighter. Are you guys up for Mars rover conspiracies?
Yes, I am.
Let me get that ready down here.
You all can figure out what Title 42 is on your own time.
Yeah.
All I know is they're coming over here. So
Okay, this is just a segment out of a much larger series, and I will I'll go ahead and put decide in chat because this is sort of like another introduction to another conspiracy guy that I've come across. His name is Richard D. Hall. He's out of the UK, but he has a he used to be pretty prominent on YouTube, but I think he got taken out. But he has his own website. He hosts all of his videos. They're all free. You can download them. Oh wait, it won't let me. Oh cool, won't let me put it in chat. Okay, this is spicy.
Oh no, what did it tell you?
It said an error occurred. Wait a moment, then try again.
Put it in the private chat. Does it let you put it in the private chat? I want to see if he'll let me do it. Because that's a conspiracy.
It's .net. I don't think it would be an issue.
Richplanet.net.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
This guy has covered a lot of topics from all things. And he has, I bet you, I think he has like 200 videos on his, and they're all free. You can download them. He has books and articles you can all download for free.
I think did it let me post it?
Yeah, it's down there now. That's odd. It wouldn't let me.
I need to make you a moderator. I thought I did make you a moderator.
Am I not? I think I am in this.
Okay. No, but you have to be on YouTube as well, which I think you are, but I can't see that screen. I have to go.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have that one up.
Okay, I'll check. But go ahead.
This is the Mars rover hypothesis, and I'll just show you a segment of what one small piece of the evidence that leads some people to believe that we may have rovers on Mars, but they filter some of the images through us by having land-based copies of the Curiosity rover and other rovers. They're actually on a place called Devon Island, which is up near the Arctic Circle. It's a barren landscape, and there have been pictures that have been lined up to where they look very much similar to the surface of Mars and this Devon Island. NASA's on Devon Island testing rovers as we speak. That's what they use it for. And one of the reasons why they're up there is because there's a giant meteor crater on this island also. Very suspicious. They basically have exact duplicates of all the rovers on Devon Island with teams of people there running them from miles away in different base camps. And they're basically doing the duplicate things on Mars. And this is open. That's what they say. It's a training area.
Okay.
But some people think that they actually, as they discover things on Mars, they can just, instead of publicly releasing those images, they can release images from Devon Island. But here's one of the, it's very interesting.
Can you say something in chat, like test or something, so I can see if you're a moderator?
On my YouTube, like go to my YouTube?
No, you can do it in StreamYards.
Okay.
It'll show up on YouTube.
Hello. Whenever, it says the same thing. I can't chat.
Oh, damn. I don't know what you did, but okay. Weird.
Yeah, what I did. That's weird.
Oh, well. Don't worry about it right now.
Yeah. Anyway. So I'll play this segment here and get you a little taste of what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Ratings of the Opportunity rover, and in the document I compare it to a mobility scooter, because the weight of the Opportunity rover is 185 kilos,
right?
Which is probably 2 largish people. Yeah, so it's reasonably heavy.
Yes.
So you would imagine if you were to compare it to, let's say, a mobility scooter, which I think is probably a good comparison.
Yes.
Obviously, things weigh less on Mars. I think it's a factor of 2.6 times less on Mars. So okay, it's maybe not 185 kilos equivalent load, but a mobility scooter maybe has let's say an 80 kilogram person. It's comparable. Now, a mobility scooter typically consumes around about 500 watts of power. Now, the Opportunity rover is rated at just 100 watts, which is no more than a sewing machine. So, in the other thing, which I go into detail in the document, is how the batteries are charged with just 2 solar panels, which are delivering just 100 watts only for 4 hours a day. And this system has lasted for 10 years. Now, just think of your laptop battery, right? Because it's probably comparable. Or maybe something slightly larger. It lasts in 10 years of charging and discharging.
The life of the batteries, because the Opportunity rover is supposed to have been roving around Mars now for 10 years, powered by one rechargeable battery.
lithium-ion battery.
Yes, and since when did those last 10 years?
You take those power.
That's the interesting point, right? Just the capabilities of the equipment they put on there.
I thought it was like solar powered or something, so it kind of recharges it.
Well, yeah, you said that. It has two panels that gives it a 100-watt charge. It uses 100 watts. But yeah, it uses a basic lithium battery, and it's in an environment where you get extreme hots, extreme colds. How would it last 10 years?
Maybe they got 2 lithium batteries, so that goes to the next one, right? Or no, it would expire
You
also.
know exactly what's on this thing. There's no like, oh, we think there might be. Like, we know exactly the equipment they use on this. And I think that's where the conspiracy comes up in, is how is this stuff lasting so long and working so well in such a harsh environment?
It couldn't be. So we don't know. We do know the exact type of battery, because what if they have a more advanced type or something that we don't know about?
Well, when Opportunity Rover went up, which I think was early 2000s, lithium ion was like the top thing.
Okay.
You know,
and it's still going? Is it still operating?
Opportunity may have died now. This video is about 8 years old, so it may have passed now. But let me check real quick. Let's find that out. I'll play a little bit more of this.
It is, and it does make you scratch your head a little bit. You know, of course, they will argue, oh, well, you've got highly optimized electronics and drive systems, and you know, we use very low friction bearings in the motors. You know, it's been specially designed for this project and so forth. But when you
so last contact was June 10th, 2018. I believe this video is like, yeah, about 8 years old, I would say. So yeah, that battery lasted 12 to 13 years. Now there's some other stuff I'll bring up.
You do the numbers, you know, you start to, like you say, the 100 watts for 4 hours a day, and then also the solar panels, you know, if they're providing 100 watts of power allegedly for, as you say, 4 hours a day, it doesn't seem very much. And also the thing that came into my mind is these things are on Mars, so the sunlight is going to be what, you know, 20, 30, 40% weaker there. Allegedly, the atmosphere is more dust laden. So how much more efficient have those solar panels got to be than they would have to be on Earth?
I mean, here's another interesting fact. The rover's operating temperature is minus 40 to plus 40 degrees centigrade. So presumably they've been tested to operate in that range. The average surface temperature of Mars is estimated to be minus 55 degrees C. That's the average temperatures of Mars. At the equator, which is obviously the hottest point, temperature varies from 20 degrees C maximum to minus 73 degrees minimum. So the temperature that they're on Mars at, minus 73, is way below the minimum operating temperature. So,
and that's right. And then you also consider it in terms of, if anybody has ever taken their radio out into cold weather or a torch, trying to switch it on, you'll find that the battery performance at those sorts of temperatures is very much reduced. And it's, you know, it's literally got to put it in your pocket to get the battery going again with a pocket torch or whatever. Anyone can try that. So how are they getting this power system to work?
Discuss. I mean, that's an interesting thing. It's not even capable of the temperature ratings that it says is on it.
According to him, I would need to see the NASA documents to see, because what if we talk to a NASA guy and he's like, where is he getting this information? He's all
Bring
wrong.
him up here. Get him up here.
We're taking. I don't even know if I want to take this dude's word for the information he's talking. I would need to see it myself to really comment on it, because where he thinks he's getting this information from, I would need to see his sources, and it better be nasa.gov.
But check out. Well, I mean, they have like, yeah, okay, you can get sources, I guess.
But okay, I guess we could suppose that his information is correct, and then in which case, that's weird.
I mean, like I said, I posted his Richplanetnet. He sources everything, and he has like an evidence book, so you can look in all that.
Okay, I will take a look at that at some point.
Next time before we do this, I'll send all that over to you. You can go over it.
I'm crazy like that. I do, and I totally will. Like, I'll track down the source, because that's interesting to me. I just don't want to take people's words for shit, because they're not always correct. That's basically it. Okay. But I don't know. If that's true, then they either have technology we don't know about, or they had it at the time that they launched those things, or I don't know. Okay. Or it's faked. It's all fake. Tony T says, I've been subbed to you since forever. I really find your content soothing and really interesting after a hard day of work. Glad to see your channel recovered somehow. Just wanted to say, oh, thank you so much, Tony.
Oh, was your channel damaged before?
I think he's talking about my first channel, which is Sheila Aliens with an S at the end. That was terminated for 10 whole years, and then yeah, you went to the link and it said there's nothing there. There's no channel there, dead. But then in December 2020, they brought it back to life.
What caused that to happen?
I guess one of my strikes expired after a decade.
Interesting.
And then all my videos were still on there, like 1,000 videos were still on there. Like, it was crazy. So thank you. I think that's what he's talking about, because this channel, my second channel that we're on, is fine. That one never had a problem. So yeah. Very interesting.
You got to get on whatever topic you want to. I'm going to look up this.
The Rover thing?
Yeah, the Rover Documents, because they write like big books like that you can just get PDF, and they'll have the sources for everything.
Perfect. I love PDFs. I love that kind of shit, because I'm all about sourcing from the direct source as close as we can get to it.
I'm going to throw this is going to take you to the link where you can download it, and I'll go ahead and I don't know if I can post it in chat, so I'm going to put it in private.
I don't know. This isn't not even letting you chat at all today.
Yeah, it's not letting me chat at all. It's saying there's some type of error or something.
I think it's because I changed your role midstream from, which I didn't even need to do in hindsight, because we figured out how to fix the commenting problem. But whatever. I think that's probably why.
Here's the PDF paperwork on the Mars rover hypothesis.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm copying that and I'll put it in the chat. I love PDF documents. Well, yeah, I would need to look into that before saying much else about it. It's a PHP. Oh, okay. Cool.
Cool.
Jabba hopes that I get banned for 10 years. Thank you. Not happening, because YouTube's better nowadays. They don't just fuck you over as easily as they did back then. They give you chances. They tell you to cut something out, or they let you delete it or whatever.
Yeah. Let me, I guess I gotta find something to bring up on this Devon Island thing. I was hoping we'd go about 20 minutes on that.
Where's Devon Island at?
It's up in the Arctic Circle up north. I think it's called like Queens Island Range or something like that.
So where there's like no snow, so it looks like Mars or something.
Yeah, and that's where they test. It's a very desolate location. I'll bring up some images of it.
Weird. I thought there would be there are snow caps in the Arctic Circle.
Well, no, it's like much of like the poles are actually deserts. Like what water is up there is frozen.
Oh.
So here's some. I'll add this to stream. Here's some of NASA's research that's going on up there. But here's Devon Island.
Okay, it is melted.
Crater.
Oh, the ice caps have melted. Oh my god. Okay.
Here's some of NASA's installations up there. They also test suits. So they go out there and take core samples to testing out new equipment for the Mars missions. Here are some of the mock rovers that they use. Once again, I like to point out these rovers aren't exactly like the ones that you see on the Mars missions, but you also don't see, it's just the camera setups.
Those astronaut suits look dope. Those Mars suits are cool looking.
Oh yeah, that looks real sexy. I would rock that.
It looks awesome.
That doesn't look like shit.
The head part looks cool. The rest looks really shitty, like thrown together. Actually, I like the fishbowl on the head though.
And now, like here's an image that floats around a lot, and I can't speak to it in terms of is this someone who edited it? Hold on, it's coming. Is it?
If you hear a child, it's
right
not
here.
mine. Just
mostly once Mars, once Devon Island, but you can tell the environments very much look similar to Mars up there, especially that they're exploring a crater on that island.
I do not believe that picture for a second. It's the same picture. They just changed the color on it. But
that's what the conspiracy is, though, is that they can filter out if they actually have a piece of equipment on Mars and they're taking a picture of a pyramid on Mars. Well, that's like we paid for those rovers, so all the pictures is public to us. We have access to it.
Right, but now, I could take a picture.
If you could replace pictures to cover them up with another location that looks alien, then you can keep all the good stuff for yourself.
But this picture is Mars, really outer space. I could take a picture, change the coloring and put the text on there. Who's to say that's actually something they were able to prove that they presented as being from Mars, and also it's Devon. Like,
well, here's a photograph of this was called the Mars mouse up here on the right here.
Okay.
This was taken from the Curiosity rover, and people noticed this. What it was like, the scientists explained it as an odd rock. But now let me bring up Devon Island wildlife. But animals.
Hi, John Delarose. Sorry, I don't think it's out.
I'm
animal.
Like...
Hi, John Delarose.
You don't think that's an animal?
No. Zoom in on. It's just like a fucking. I don't know. Maybe I'm too skeptical for the kind of stuff.
Up. I got too many tabs going.
All right, can you hear me?
Well, I was going to the wildlife on Devon Island, and I will show you this mouse that lives there. It's the only like small mammal. And
an actual mouse.
I mean, you can stonewall it if you want.
No. I thought we were talking about a mouse on Mars. No, I got you.
Devon Island animals.
There's no animals on Devon Island. I'm just kidding.
But waiting for people like prove those animals on Devon Island. I'm like, I don't know.
You can't prove it.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was called like a rodent. It was something Devon Island.
Rodent. Okay, you're sharing a different tab, just so you probably already know that.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to find it.
No problem. So yeah, I'm just dubious about some of these conspiracy theories and the shit they post. That's just me. Shut up, Jabba.
I want to.
Sorry.
This is a oh sure, this one.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out his exact name so I can bring up the right one.
No problem. John Delarose. I was supposed to introduce him to Liam today, but I'm not a Liamologist. I can't. I'm not qualified.
Yeah, I want to learn more about
Yeah. I'm just not. I'm not qualified to do that. Maybe Cider can come on and help us with that someday. Yeah. Or maybe John Delarose can come on as well. But John Delarose, you're not good at remembering stuff. You get the facts all mixed up.
There we go. Okay. This is a Arctic lemming.
Aww.
And I'm just saying, when we compare it to this rock on Mars, there's a striking coincidence to one of the few rodents that exist on Devon Island.
Really? Because the rock looks like more like a lizard or something.
Oh, you don't think that looks like?
No. Let me see.
Let me bring it back up.
It's Paradilia or whatever they call it. Okay.
Paradilia is for the human face. That doesn't mean we just see rodents or anything. Paradilia is strictly for the human face, recognizable as a human face.
Well, if there's a word for recognizing shapes and clouds and shit like that, what do you call that? You know? Okay, it's.
Oh yeah, that's
I see it. Okay, I see the eye now. Okay.
Oh, I forgot. Like your monitor's all messed up. Yeah, there's even a better picture of it. And then once again, like it's real close here. I mean, it's.
Alrighty.
I got a phone call, but all right, that's really all I kind of had for today. It was like, I guess check out this Mars rover conspiracy, see what you think about it.
Okay. Cool beans. We could also look. Speaking of conspiracy theories, Godlike Productions. I don't know what's going on here, but they always got crazy shit going on here.
Yeah, we'll check that out. That's always a fun time.
Oh wait, I didn't bring it up.
Maybe have another cool car chase.
Maybe.
Well, Enzo's Sheila saying Paradilia isn't restricted to just faces, but wouldn't it just be anything then? Like you could just claim Paradilia on any.
Yeah.
Things look like what they look like. Like it's not like I can see if that was like a super blurry picture, but that was definitely like you can tell that there's a rock. There's a rock, and there's certainly like some sort of dark spot on that rodent rock thing.
You're right.
It's not like your mind's making that up. The image it's in the image. It's there with like lines and all that.
True. Oh, what is this? Earth catastrophism? Blah blah blah. Coming Earth disaster.
Okay, let's check this out. Some light positive news this Tuesday morning.
Sure.
I can't hear nothing.
Okay, hold on. It's just got like some dramatic music playing. Let me unshare and try again. How's that?
Can I read the definition of pareidolia? Because I get someone in chat was like, it's not strictly to faces. Which
Certainly.
Is true. But pareidolia is a psychological phenomenon that causes people to see patterns in random stimulus. This often leads people to assign human characteristics to objects. Usually this is simplified to people seeing faces in objects where there isn't one. So it's more common, I guess, with faces. But I guess, once again, you can see random stimulus, but that's like, also though, like you can just see things. You know?
Yeah, you can do that with audio too. You can hear something in it. That happens a lot because with ghost hunting.
Yeah. The big thing with pareidolia is often it's like when people are looking for Bigfoot or some sort of woods animal that they see like leaves and barks and weird shadows and glares, and then that makes these face-looking things.
Yeah, that happens with ghost hunting too because they think they see a face or a form, a figure. Can you hear this now?
Is there audio? I don't see any. It looks like the volume is really low on the YouTube video.
Earth enjoys long, quiet periods commanded by the slow grind of wind.
What about now? He's totally talking and stuff.
I can hear.
You can? Okay.
Rain.
Oh, thanks, Tony T. Thanks for subscribing.
These periods are punctuated by a recurring catastrophe. We're coming to the end of one of these calm periods.
Hold on here. Oh, Jabba's just starting shit. Why does Nerdrotic hate you? Who says he hates me? What happened? Shut up.
Oh, you didn't hear last night? He went off on you.
Nerdrotic?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
What about what?
I'm just making that up. I don't know. Just
you fucking jerk. I was like, what the fuck did I do?
I've been like, yeah, no, he was like, oh, it sucks.
Jabba,
he was saying that you stole that podcaster's equipment. He said you broke me and stole that studio.
That would be
Did
great.
anybody hear about that in chat? The great robbery of the FNT meetup?
Yeah, they had an FNT meetup in Vegas, and there's a guy who I guess had a studio there with a bunch of equipment in it, and it got stolen. And he suspects that it may have been somebody who was in the studio. A lot of people were in
he even
there.
has a suspect, but he won't say.
I know Soldier Spirit was in there.
He was my first suspect. I was like, Soldier Spirit, but then you know who I started thinking it was?
Huh.
This may be crazy, but this is one of those things where it's so crazy it might be true. Culture Casino. I said, that's too nice of a guy. He's too nice of a guy, and he's quiet. You can't trust those people.
You're right. It could have been him.
My favorite was that the studio put up a GoFundMe, obviously, and they raised $5,000.
Drunk 3PO.
Yeah. And, Drunk 3PO is another good one. He had that Ferrari too, didn't he?
He did. Where did he get that from? He must have sold. Wait, no.
Podcasting equipment.
Exactly.
My favorite was they raised the $5,000 and he came on to, I think it was like a Midnight's Edge stream. I might not be right in that, but he came on to thank everybody. But then he was like, "Oh, we also just discovered some podcast mixer is missing. That's $2,500 more." And
on top of the
okay, man, wait a minute now.
I mean, I'm glad they recouped the money that they.
Me too. That is a bummer.
That sucks.
And I guess the place wasn't officially open yet, so you just had your most basic liability insurance for a business. And I guess when they were opening, they were going to get business owners insurance, which I guess is what covers. So they say is what covers thievery.
Okay, yeah, Jabba's just causing problems here. Hi, Monkey
Jabba's cool. I like Jabba.
Yeah, Sheila. Who's Don Ecker? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Maybe that's one of my subs.
You should do UFO Wednesday tomorrow with Don Ecker, like with him, or watch his stream, or I don't know who that is.
That must be like a UFO show, Don Ecker. I'll check that out.
I can't do that because it's somebody else's show, but it sounds interesting. I like UFOs.
You just pop in there and hear I guarantee you hear make you a mod.
You think so? Yeah, I think
that's what seems to happen every time you go into a stream. Someone just throws you a wrench.
You even got a wrench thrown at you like vicariously, or like just for hanging out with me.
I can't believe people throw them out like that. Yeah, there's a few channels I've just been thrown a wrench before. I'm like, I don't know if you want to give this to me. I could really mess things up around here.
Everyone gives him to Jabba too. He's like he's got the most wrenches probably, even though he's a total jerk and causes problems. Starts rumors.
Man, he's hard on the outside, but there's a softness in there.
And a disaster.
There might be. I'm not sure yet.
By combining millennia of evidence, centuries of study, and the modern capabilities of technology, we can answer the challenge to explain all the evidence of Earth's disaster cycle, then we have all the tools to track the next one. The Earth is about to do something it hasn't done for thousands of years. The magnetic poles are shifting. The strength of Earth's magnetic field is fading. There are magnetic changes throughout the solar system and on the sun. We're going to be showing you stories of this cycle of disaster that will visit us again soon. This story is told several ways, and here you're going to hear them all. We'll begin with the pole shift. It's real, and it's going to happen. In fact,
can we
it's
just get
already
Don
happened.
Ecker up here? Can we
There
just
are
get him
major
up? Someone hit him up. Tell him to get up here right now. I want to meet this guy.
Don Ecker. He will be happy to feature in your live. Okay, let me Google him real quick because now you got me curious.
Yeah. If he's like super cool, we'll just bring him up. Get him.
Got IMDb. Yeah, he's got IMDb. He's known for Aliens on the Moon, The Truth Exposed, UFO Files, and The Anti-Gravity Room. Okay. Los Angeles. Okay, very interesting. I'll look into that. I'm down to collaborate with people.
Oh, he's in Los Angeles too?
So it says, yes.
Nice. Oh, he's behind UFO Magazine. Like that old school UFO magazine that's been around for a long time. That's cool. That's very
cool. I think he might have been on someone else's
magnetic
recently.
Tell me better bring sources and evidence.
I think he was on Alien Addict. Who's talking about this guy? Monkey Jeebus. Do you know who Alien Addict is? Because I think he had that guy on there.
Magnetic excursions. There are even more minor events on the 6,000-year half cycles. The China event was just confirmed earlier this year. The most well-studied events are the last one, 12,000 years ago, the Gothenburg geomagnetic excursion, and an exceptionally powerful one about 40-something thousand years ago, called Le Champ. It's the same for other events. You can find information.
Okay, that pop culture account that he's talking about.
That's one I kept seeing pop up. I don't know if that was the right one.
Let me see, because that person did contact me. They want me to be on their panel or something.
Oh, see, there you go. You should totally do it.
Who is that? What do they call it? Now I'm going to pay more attention because they were talking to me about something, and I watched some of their videos, and they had the UFO magazine guy on there. That's who it was. Pop culture. But what do they call it? It's not just pop culture. It's called pop culture. Is it pop culture?
Pop culture minefield? Is that what it's called?
No, that's Tim Cast's. That's Tim Pool's. I think that's Tim Pool's.
Monkey Jeep's saying he appears on Pop Culture. That's Tim Pool's thing. Pop Culture Minefield.
No. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Pop Culture Minefield. Let me double check that because I'm gonna get confused because Tim Pool's friend has something called Pop Culture. Oh, that's Crisis. So Pop Culture Minefield, maybe. Pop Culture Minefield and Pop Culture Crisis.
That'd be cool if it was an actual stream where you walk through a field and then like you step on something and then like a topic flag pops up of current events.
It's minefield. Yeah,
so
pop culture.
It's a literal minefield.
Yeah, so that's okay. That's the UFO. They did contact me actually. Pop culture minefield did. That's cool. Yeah, I would definitely.
See, she's already a mod on there.
I don't think I'm a mod, but they did want me to be on the show. Cool. Thank you for the information. I will get back to them because I'm very bad about communicating with people after they talk to me. So yeah.
On all of them when you search the science journals. This happens very regularly, and it has already started happening again now. The Earth began its magnetic shift in the 1850s, but it has progressed more since the year 2000 than it had in the 150 years or so before. The shift is accelerating and will keep accelerating. These events coincide with major climate shifts in the past, volcanic events, and biosphere stress that results in the extinctions of species. After the scientific field went back and forth on this topic for decades, the conclusive study was performed in the world's #1 geophysics journal. These magnetic excursions take out several species and cause serious stress on the entire food chain through not only volcanoes and climate shifts, but extra space radiation, navigational.
Did you know we're entering the solar maximum where there's gonna be a lot of solar flares and stuff?
I did actually. There's a channel I follow called like Adapt 2030. He talks about that, the solar maximum.
Yeah, there's a pink aurora that happened recently all around the world and shit.
And now one of the things I know about the polar shifts is that there's a theory out there that when it happens, there's one theory that says it happens, we don't even notice it, like because it's all magnetic fields, and the other one is that the Earth actually does literally stop rotating, which causes like super high winds at the equator, massive like tsunamis and floods because the Earth is literally stopping on its axis.
Oh, it stops rotating and like reverses or something?
It like stops, rotates for like a day or something like that. Then it picks back up again when everything settles. It's really weird. I don't really buy that one because I think we noticed a lot more signs of that level of destruction. Because they're saying wind speeds of like 26,000 miles an hour if the Earth would stop, because that's how fast the Earth's moving.
Damn.
Or maybe it's 2,600 miles an hour, something like that. Anyway, very fast winds.
This
Bill
happened.
Paxton levels, high winds.
This happened a couple of weeks ago. There's pink auroras all of, like seen in India, and all kinds of places, and even as far south as Utah, which is kind of crazy, I guess.
Sure, yeah, it's definitely crazy. I remember the auroras when I was up in Pennsylvania. They were visible one time, very faintly in the sky. And,
pretty. Yeah, they saw it in Pennsylvania too.
Now, has this pink color ever been explained?
Yeah, but it didn't make any sense to me what the heck it was. It was called an SAR, and I don't even remember what that stands for. Yeah, it's something or other.
Bainmouth says, "Wouldn't gravity cease if the Earth stops spinning?" I don't think that. I think you're thinking of centrifugal force, which would like expel when something's spinning. You go to the outside of it. Gravity, I think, in theory, because it's a theory, functions on mass. So there should still be gravity because the mass still exists there.
Really? Because the moon doesn't spin, I don't think.
If gravity is in fact based on mass.
Oh, interesting.
There's a theory that it's actually more electrical based, or has like some sort of like quantum level function to it.
So Jabba's gravity field is very strong, and people get pulled into his orbit. Okay.
Terry Lavey's in here. Magnetic field talk. Talking about the pole reversal is what we were talking about.
Yep, I'll get back to that. Let me go back here.
Interesting.
Here. Oh, hold on here.
It's crazy. People still talking about Jaws.
Creatures. These shifts can happen.
Talking about what?
In fact.
Oh, I just saw that thumbnail down there for Jaws. It was like movie talk. They're talking about Jaws. It's like, hasn't everything been said?
Been ongoing.
Yeah, movie nerds are like.
When it reaches peak acceleration, it will be shifting 100 times faster than today, or more, and impacting our solar system, and which is the driving force behind the overall 12,000.
Okay. I'm sorry, he's kind of boring, but I believe it. Sure, why not? It's a nice presentation he's got going here.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, let me put
Yeah.
Can you put Terry Lavey's channel down in chat? He does gaming.
Yes.
And other stuff like that. I'm gonna throw it in the private chat.
Okay.
Let me check to see if it will post now. Maybe it will. It said check back in a minute. Nope, still won't.
Okay. You put it in the private chat.
Yeah, I'm throwing it over there.
Got it.
If you like gaming, and he does some like game restoration and all that with like old consoles, subscribe to Terry Lavey.
Yes, do that. Cool. I'm back here on this conspiracy site. That's all I got. Is just I haven't even looked at the headlines on here today. So
yeah, we only want to do an hour, so we're at 53 minutes, so it's like a perfect time to kind of wrap it up. What's your thoughts on the solar maximus? Do you think we're going to hit? Do you think it's going to be chaos when it happens, when the pole shifts?
I don't know. Are those two things even related? I don't know.
Well, the pole shift is the magnetic reversal of the poles. Whether it has like a physical effect on things, I know it can't affect air travel because runways are set up in a certain way, and that can mess with some of the GPS.
Yeah, I know they have to like realign the runways and repaint them.
Yeah, they've had to like renumber ones up north because they're no longer pointing north; they're actually more like eastern or western.
Yeah, that's not that big a deal. It's going to change just that could change compasses over time and change maps and everything over time, but we don't have to worry about it that much in our lifetime, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Like, like compass stuff. If you're using a compass to navigate, then that would be pretty big.
And if it's a physical pole shift, we're all doomed. That's going to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, we're all doomed. I'm cool with that.
You're a prep. Well, not a prepper, but you're like whatever you call it, because you don't like that to be called a prepper.
Yeah, totally. Basically, places now, scientists found where north is already pointing south. And they were showing how much the poles have moved already. That was interesting on the map.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right, looking for that. Everyone, I guess plant a garden and get ready for the end.
Yep, and defend it with bullets and stuff. And a bear.
Yeah.
Have a bear. Train a bear.
Everyone do cool Mad Max stuff.
Yep.
Like get into fights and blow stuff up. Have a blast out there. Enjoy the apocalypse, people.
Get into a bunker or something. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck shit.
Yeah,
up.
take over a bunker.
Take over a bunker. Ooh.
Take over a bunker and hold on to it. And kill anybody that tries to come at you with it.
I like where your mind is
Minecraft.
at. You don't make one, just take over somebody else's.
That's my plot. I don't have any preparations. So when it's time, I'm just gonna look for whatever house still has lights on.
But you already know how to like survive outside and stuff. Like most people don't.
Oh yeah, like, I know the locations of a bunch of caves too, so I can go caveman, just live in a cave. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a dude. Did you see the trailer for Meg 2, The Trench?
No, I love the Megalodon.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't know if you can watch it. They play the song Barracuda in it, so I think we're good. I don't know if we can play audio.
We can maybe use
we
it.
can exit out on. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we could try that.
Yeah, you guys want to watch the Meg 2 trailer, The Trench, starring Jason Statham and other people? Other people.
The fact that you even know that much is amazing.
Oh, how could I forget Jason Statham? You know, he's in all kinds of stuff. The Expendables.
Doesn't ring a bell. Movie nerd. Okay.
Yeah, but I guess the audio we have to keep off because they play Barracuda. So
for sure.
Now this looks like a better Lost World Dominion than we got.
I don't know about these CG graphics already. I mean, they just look fake to me. I'm just weird.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. The CG never has looked super real to me. Particularly with the dinosaurs, only because I know for sure that that's CGI.
Jurassic Park was pretty good.
Yeah, they use a lot of animatronics, which I think helped a lot.
Yes. But I can suspend my disbelief, I guess.
I just don't believe a Megalodon would actually go on land like that.
No, it wouldn't need to. It'd just be eating whales and shit. All right. But I guess we needed to see it.
Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, there's another movie coming out called the Black Demon, and it takes place on an oil rig, like some family that got trapped on an oil rig, and there's like a megalodon swimming around it.
Ooh.
I thought that was interesting because they show an oil rig in this too, and I'm like, oh,
copycats. Did that one already come out? The Black Demon?
It's out, or it's like a straight to streaming kind of movie. So I don't know if it's out yet or not. It might be on like check out your Roku channel. Maybe it's on there.
Sweet.
Bane Malice says, yeah, Jurassic Park successfully blended CGI with practical effects, holds up for the most part. Yes, the first Jurassic Park holds up very well. Because there's spots where you don't know, is that an animatronic or is that a CGI?
I'm going to show one more trailer after this one.
Okay. I think they're taking a little bit of a cue from the Monsterverse because I think there's like a new world that's opening up in this movie. And it lets out all kinds of things.
I mean, it might be a fun movie. This one might be like a good popcorn movie or something.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I do enjoy these movies for that aspect. I don't want like a bunch of stupid, like, show me stupid stuff. Like, entertain me.
You love Godzilla, so.
Jason Statham kick a shark in the face.
You're a Godzilla lover. Of course you're going to like this movie.
Yeah, I like schlock.
That's fun.
Imagine if they tried to make the dramatic, realistic version of this movie.
Yeah, no.
It would just be terrible.
Yes. That was kind of satisfying.
They got a giant octopus now.
They got this stupid Instagram chick. She got eaten. Ooh.
Was it Piranha was the one that had like they had cast a bunch of adult film actresses in because they were just cheaper to pay them to get naked than actresses. So the whole movie's like the cast is just like adult film stars.
That's great. And they're seasoned actresses as well. So
yeah. They're actually not, some of them aren't that bad.
That's awesome. This movie is about a glory hole. So let's watch this.
Oh, yes. I've seen this. Yes.
It's an interesting trailer. I don't know. Let's see.
Hey, Brenda. Wes, calling you again. I just needed to hear your voice.
Their audio is weird. It's only in my left ear.
Oh, really?
Well, never mind. It's okay.
Is that is this the proper uploader? They might not have put
No, this is the official. It's probably just my shitty headphones.
Oh.
You know, some things may seem broken. Usually just means you.
The guy looks like an American Benedict Cumberbatch or whatever.
Everything all right over there, my friend?
I'm not much of a bathroom talker.
You're not in the least.
It sounds like T-Fat-K, doesn't it?
I'm just not in the conversation.
And the guy or the glory hole guy?
The glory hole guy. It kind of sounds like him.
I was shocked to see that it's actually J.K. Simmons doing the voice of that. The Academy Award winner, J.K. Simmons.
I have no idea who that is.
You're a guy living in a rest stop bathroom in a stall that's glory hole adjacent.
Yeah, aquatic life would be very easy to take out with modern weaponry.
You would think, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, just get a Navy ship out there with a torpedo. You got it. You got to hit it directly. Just get it close enough.
Or sonar them.
Yeah, you could zap them with sonar. That's a good move.
The universe has a favor to ask. You need to satisfy my physical form.
Ooh, no.
Ooh.
Yes, the fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon my language.
I'm not doing it. I don't care how many people it saves.
Did you watch this?
I didn't watch the movie, no, but Joe sent me this trailer a while ago, and I watched it, like whenever it first came out.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like something would be up his alley.
Oh, yeah, totally. Oftentimes, yeah, we're stuck with a budget where we can only afford a bathroom.
I wish I'd driven the extra 40 miles to the next rest stop.
That wouldn't have helped.
Why? Is there a troll living in that one?
The actor he's Australian. He does a good American accent, then.
I'm always surprised how many like Europeans or Australians come over and do American work.
That's pretty good.
I mean, if they can get it, then good for them, I suppose.
Anyway, I don't know what made me think about that, but there that is. Ta-da! That's the show.
That was the show, everybody.
We got a cool one though on Sunday.
Working. I have this old microphone.
I love that thing. That looks so cool. Yeah, but we have a cool thing planned for Sunday. Yeah, it's a cool microphone.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we have a cool thing to Sunday, right?
It's the holy day of the week.
Right. Yes, we have a very fun random stream for Sunday afternoon, so be ready for that. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, and I guess I should also announce, if you were there for the last Sunday stream, we were watching Al Fry's Incredible Inquiry series on the American Southwest. Yes. I currently downloaded a few of them, and I'm starting a restoration project on them. So hopefully, maybe not this Sunday, because we're watching another video. Sunday after that, I might be able to present the restored Al Fry episode.
That'd be so cool. The audio will be better. Maybe the video a little bit better.
Maybe the video. It's gonna be hard because it's like taped off of a VHS in probably the early 2000s. It was probably like a transfer done as soon as they were able to do that. So
yeah,
video might not be too great. It will definitely look a little better, but audio should be 10 times better.
I kind of like the video being all crazy like that, but the audio would be nice to clean up.
Yeah, I told. I think I'm gonna keep a lot of. There's not much you can do with the tracking, so that's probably gonna still be there.
I think it's dope.
Or just clean up some of the audio.
Yeah, maybe the colorization or something. Yeah.
Yeah, colorize it, sharpen it. We'd try and upscale on it, but I don't think there's really much information there to upscale.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody tune in. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
But not right now because we're done here.
Oh, my channel is my channel is MK Ultra Hiking and Gear Review. Check it out. It's not what you expect it to be. It's not just your average YouTube hiking channel.
Yeah, it's like a short film channel. Hold on.
Oh, but yeah, we do. It gets wacky over there.
Okay,
there is some real information.
Yeah, it's cool. There's this link. I put it in the chat.
Particularly check out my Godzilla custom ultralight backpack.
You got a Godzilla backpack?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No,
I commissioned a custom-made Godzilla ultralight backpack. It's the only one on planet Earth, and it rocks.
Whoa, cool! Is that a new video?
It's newer. Yeah, it came out this season, probably a few months ago. Here, I'll post that in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Some of y'all just might want to watch that.
Is it letting you? You still can't post things, okay?
No, I mean I got still grab the link though, and let me.
That's funny.
Then I also have
Is it actually a good backpack? Does it stand the test of the elements and stuff?
Well, I've only used it a couple times. So far, it's holding up absolutely fine. It's made out of a very cool material called X-Pack, and it's pretty advanced stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll post it in private chat. And this is the Godzilla themed backpack. Hope you appreciate the special effects. All the special effects in it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I figured if you're gonna spend like already like an ultralight backpack is gonna cost you anywhere between $275 to $500. Might as well just get one made that's exactly to your liking.
Oh yeah.
Doc Watson, how you doing? He says can't wait for the updated Portal series. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be a little while before we can start filming on it, but we'll have some stuff coming out soon.
Yes. Yeah, and we can get into like the history stuff. We have a bunch of cool stuff to show as far as the found footage stuff. Aside, I know he's talking about the stuff you've recorded for your channel, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like you have like a whole history thing to go over.
Oh yeah,
whatever that.
Definitely.
But yeah, your portal videos are pretty funny.
Yeah, that was the last one we did was the Portal verse. I would highly recommend everyone watch it. It's more of a movie than anything. It really is the beginning of a movie, and we're gonna just keep doing it until we have a whole movie.
Nice.
That's the plan. But all right. That was a
cool.
good
Thank you for
everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hi, Past Master Dan, the Illuminati master.
Master.
And
yeah, everyone have a great Sunday or a great Tuesday, and get some good food in you. Have a good day.
Touch grass and ass. And
you go outside and get some vitamin D.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.